why we need to run back to God.
Amen.
People always, throughout time, always talk about the problems in life. They talk about what government's falling, what government's rising, what person's doing this, what terrorist is doing that, what your neighbor or family's doing bad to you. And they always want to blame it always on God. Mm-hmm. Anytime there's good, they want to basically say it's theirs. Mm-hmm. Anytime there's bad, they want to say it has to be God. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm saying, how about we stop trying to blame God for the bad and just run back to Him?
Amen.
Because I listened to a song for Fred Hammond, and Dad and I heard it a long time ago, and Dad's like, that's a pretty good tune. I need you to put that on my phone so I can hear it later. It's a few years ago. And the lyrics of the song goes like, I'm running back to you. I'm tired of pain, I don't like fear. But Lord, I want to be so sincere. I never should have left your side. Please take me into your guiding light. I'm running back to you. And I see you standing there for me. Your arms are open wide and I don't have to cry no more.
Well,
God wants you to know that if you come back to Him, the fear you have will go away.
Amen.
The sincerity you have will strengthen your faith in Him. So when you know that He's with you and He's standing there with His arms open wide for you, you won't have to cry anymore.
Amen. So
we'll go over to Psalms 91, verses 1 through 2. Well, first we'll go a different way. We'll go to Romans chapter 8, verse 37. It says, knowing all things we are more than conquerors through Him who loved us. The problem we have with as Christians, it seems like we want to preach fear to bring everybody into the gospel. We never tell people we can make it. We never tell people we can get through it. We always want to tell people this is happening. This bad stuff's happening. So come to, because where's the problem when you preach fear? Just like ruling through fear, there's going to come a time when that fear that you were preaching is no longer there. They weren't sincere. They just came to you through fear. And once they get a little bit of grounding, they start thinking, well, I don't need that person anymore. And they go their way. Yes, you'll keep a few. But we need to let people know one thing. God's bigger than anything.
Amen.
Once you come into the fold, fear, good times, bad times, slow times, fast times, no matter what, even when you fall, He's like, I'm right there.
Amen.
He's like, I'll make it. All you have to do is believe. He's like, I'll strengthen you. All you have to do is just say, God, I'm here for you. I'm here just because I know you're the person that's in charge of my life. You're the person that's going to make me get through every single battle, no matter what it is. Because remember, if you're more than conquerors through Him who loved us, that means no matter what the situation is, you're going to make it.
That's right.
God's like, I have an entire force of angels right there just watching.
Praise the Lord.
I have the Holy Spirit there to remind you.
Praise
And I have my Son to forgive you and to be your intermediary, the person that will basically always help you out whenever your words don't come to you. He's like, don't worry, I got you.
Amen.
All you have to do is come back to me. He's like, well, I never loved. Are you sure you never loved? Because I don't know that many people in the Bible. And remember, there's nothing new under the sun.
Amen.
I'm pretty sure you've had those moments where you thought God wasn't there. You've had those moments where you fell down and you thought God couldn't lift me up, or you got a little arrogant and thought God didn't help me, I made it here. God's like, just ask for forgiveness and come on back to me. You don't have to walk. Run back to me. Just like the prodigal son. Went out there into the wild with all the money, spent it all. And all the father did was sat back and waited. Yes, he had a son that sat right there, but he was waiting for the other one to come on back home. He said, I don't care if you're dirty. I don't care if you're messed up. I don't care if you have no clothes on your back. Just run back to me, and I'll protect you.
Praise the Lord.
Now we'll jump over to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 8 through 9. Because he watched TV. And I was watching a show on Netflix where it's a science fiction show. They always make the devil more powerful than what he is. They always make it where the gospel cannot brace themselves against his almighty power. And you sit there and you think one thing. That's basically Satan getting his message through the rest of the world. He's getting his bluff. He's getting people to believe in him. He's like, I'm stronger than God. I have to be. I put this in this program. And you'll watch the comments. No, this show is not anti-Christian. It's because it's made in a different, no, it's anti-Christian. If the first thing that comes to your mouth, it is an anti-Christian because you don't get to defend yourself, you know what it is. When you have I don't even care if it's the worst denomination, it's a bunch of Pharisees, when it's showing the cross, they're showing the church, and they're showing demons taking it over, it's anti-Christian. They're basically letting you know, not in the day of judgment, they're trying to let you know that Satan's more powerful than God. God's sitting there watching all the programs, like, man, these people are stupid. He's like, I'm glad that my son gave them time and gave them mercy and keeps interceding for them, because there will be a time when I close that book.
Amen.
And you're going to find out exactly who's the most powerful one. He's like, I made you a conqueror. If you want to be a person that's trampled over, you go ahead and do what you got to do. But remember, I'm right here.
Amen.
Just run on back to me.
Praise the Lord.
So we'll jump over to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. First we'll jump back to verse 8. There we go. All right. It says, we are pressed on all sides, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. And we always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. God never said anywhere in the Bible that it's going to be easy.
That's right.
He never said it's going to be like they try to tell people. Christians just believe that everything's just roses and daisies. The Bible's nothing but one big fat fairy tale. There is nothing in the Bible that sugarcoats anything.
Amen.
It tells you there will be hard times.
That's right.
People will die.
That's right.
People will fall. Sometimes it may take generations, because of all the bad you do has to come back. Because what he's trying to tell you, if you come back home, if you run to him, it won't mess with you.
Amen.
I'll protect you. Everything may fall to your wayside. All the buildings in the entire world may fall apart. The country you're in may even fall down. But if you're with him, he's like, I'll protect you. You're like, what do you mean? Well, look at the story of Lot. He was in Sodom and Gomorrah. There was only what? Him, his wife, and his 2 kids. The whole city fell apart. But he pulled him out.
Praise the Lord.
There's someone always praying for you.
Always.
Whether it be someone in the past, someone currently, it's always there trying to protect you. And then you have the people like, well, why did that person keep getting through? Because someone, would it be a friend, would it be a stranger, would it be a family member, someone's praying for you.
Amen.
If you would just pray for yourself, you'll make it too. Because God's like, run to me, I'll protect you.
Amen.
I don't care what's going on throughout the entire world. I don't care if you're watching TV all the time and getting scared through your boots. Well, God's like, I'm not a God of fear, so you know what it means? If you're getting scared, stop watching TV.
Amen.
If you're getting scared because you can't walk out of the house and you only want to stop going into your car and thinking something bad's up, God's like, I'm right here.
Amen.
All you need to do is just believe in me. Just run back to me.
Praise the Lord.
So we'll jump over to Psalms 91 verses 1 through 2. It says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. God's telling you all throughout the Bible, there will be storms. There will be bad times. Yes, there will be good, because if there wasn't any good, you couldn't build up that fortress, you couldn't build up that foundation. He said, whenever you come to me, until you've built that up, I will continue to protect you.
Amen.
All you have to do is believe. He's like, his son's right there. Believe in his son. Believe in God is true. Satan's not powerful.
Amen.
He's only as powerful as you allow him to
That's
be.
right.
Everything in your life is what you allow it to be.
Amen.
No matter how bad it is, it's what you allow it to be.
That's right.
No matter how good it is, it's what you allow it to be.
Amen.
If you would just believe and run back to God, he's like, I'll protect you.
Praise
He's
the
like,
Lord.
whenever everything beats on that house, whenever the storms of life may get you down, whenever you fall down and you can't get back up, if you just believe in him, he's like, I'll send that angel to you and lift you back up.
Praise the Lord.
He's I'll bring you through the storm. If I have to,
Yes,
like
he
Jesus
will.
said, he'll just tell the storm to go away.
Hallelujah.
And then if he needs to, he'll walk over the water to get to you and bring you back to the
Praise
shore.
the Lord.
All you have to do is believe. Now we'll jump over to Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. Because remember, everything in the Bible is centralized on one thing: trust in God.
Amen.
My son is real. Believe in me and I'll protect you.
Amen.
That's the entire Bible in a nutshell.
Praise the Lord.
People want to make it hard, they want to make it bad. Everything is basically a story to build up your faith, to know they did it, you can do it.
Praise the
Here's
Lord.
the end. He's like, I've written it, it's already done. And what you don't realize is, not only do I know it's already done, I've already judged the people. You're just let's listen to that little bubble of time where you get to catch up to what God's already saying. Remember, he exists outside time. If you create time, you don't really need time. Satan already knew he lost, but he knows we're not smart enough to realize that. But God's like, I'll tell you smart enough to realize that. Come to me. I'll protect you. So that way, you'll get that understanding, that foundation to know we will make it.
Amen.
And it says in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.
Amen.
People always say that it's so hard to follow God. It's so hard to do what's right. No, it isn't.
Amen.
God gave you his commandments. God gave you his tenets. God gave you the examples of the bad. He gave you the examples of the good. He gave you examples of people that were good that fell to the bad and came back home. He's like, dude, my path is straight. He said, we'll walk through the entire ravines of life. It looks like it's all crooked. God's like, no. Paths are right there.
Amen.
You're the one that's making it go left and right and making it string and go through all these different spots because you're not following them.
Okay.
All those times you deviate, that wasn't because God's like making it hard. He's like, the path's easy. Do right. Do what I said in the Bible, you'll make it.
Amen.
That's what he means when he says he's making the path straight. Just believe in him and you will make it. We'll jump over to Isaiah chapter 40, verses 28 through 31. Because people always, I watch different programs, it's always, have you ever seen anything on TV where they show the big bad Christian church stopping the demon? No, they're always showing the demon taking over.
That's right.
The demon destroying the entire world. They're showing priests always falling to the wayside. They're showing the preacher that, yeah, he can't quite get right. He has a drinking problem, but eventually he'll make it. But the demons are so powerful, they just get out by the skin of their teeth. I was like, makes you wonder if angels watching. I was like, man, they got this all messed up. It's like, we already beat them. In fact, most of them are locked up.
Amen.
But yet you're still giving them more power. You're still believing in it. Like, dude, open your eyes.
Amen.
Anyway, so let's go to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28. It says, do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary. In his understanding, no one can fathom. He gives the strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and the young men stumble and fall. Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up on wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and they will not be weary. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on the wings like eagles. They will not run and not grow weary, and they will walk and not be faint. Why does it say that in Isaiah? Everybody needs some kind of words of encouragement.
Amen.
Someone needs to tell them they can.
That's right.
Someone needs to tell them that God is, God was, and God will be. God's like, I am already here. Time means nothing to me. That's why it's so hard for us to get that. We're in time. He's like, time? He's like, a million years, a second, a minute? That's nothing to me. I exist in the now.
Amen.
There's like this book I was reading where the person's trying his best to understand eternity. And he called it the eternal now. The person's like, what do you mean by the eternal now? He means, basically, it's always there. There is no flowing of time because he sees it. Everything's done. Everything's been packed off. It's just hard for us to understand it because we don't have our eyes open to it. That's why it's a spirit. We're flesh and blood. We basically live for however long God has designated to live. And then we go into spirit realm. That's why God gave you one thing. It's the most important thing. If people don't get it, is time. Because if you didn't have time when you did bad, you would just stay doing bad. If you fell, you couldn't get back up. If you have bad times, you can't get to the good times. He's like, that's why everything is a season for everything and there's time. He's like, I'm trying to make it good for you. So you're not like the demons and the angels that fell. He said, I'm trying to give you a chance. People are like, well, they lived a long time evil. That means they have that much more time to come back home. Because my brother and I were talking to Dad. I was like, man, when you say those people that do bad all the time and they still living on their deathbed won't repent? And Dad's like, they're idiots. You had time to repent. Repent. Because remember, you go for your measly 80 years, 110 years, or however long it is, to eternity.
Amen.
And all you can do is just burn and wallow and wonder what is. Yeah, you can pray, but guess what? You're out of time.
Amen.
So there is nothing to pray for because you ran out of time.
Amen.
God's like, I've made it. I've given you power. I have angels that basically will protect you. I have a son who advocates for you. All you have to do is run to me.
Amen.
All you have to do is believe. Because it says in Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 5, we can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance. And endurance develops strength of character. And character strengthens our confident hope of salvation. And this hope will not lead to disappointment. For we know how dearly God loves us, because He has given us the Holy Spirit to fill our hearts with love.
Amen.
No matter what you're going through, know one thing. You will be stronger when you get through.
Amen.
You will have more endurance when you get through.
Yes.
You'll have more strength of character when you make it. You'll be able to say, well, I fell back in 1979 or 2014 or 1845. But because I saw that person get through it, I can too. I saw that person know that they can survive. When you have amputees, have both their legs fall off, they get right back up and walk again. Because I know I can make it. You have a person who was blind and now they can see. You have a person that's a leopard and now they're healed. Because why? We built our strength of character through all the bad times. The Holy Spirit strengthens you up and fills you with love so that hate's not there. So you can step one more time. That you can make it and know one thing. If you run back to God, He'll protect you. It says, even though when you walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod, your staff protect me and they comfort me. It's Psalms 23 verse 4. No matter what situation you're with, God will always be there. He'll never leave you as sheep and lambs in a slaughter. He said, I'll always be there. All you have to do is run back to me. And I hope something I've said has helped someone know that God cares for them. God is strong. He is your mighty tower. He is your strong foundation.